What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video, Barbecue with Barry, and today we are doing a spatchcock chicken and a homemade white sauce. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video of Barbecue with Barry, and today we are going to be doing a spatchcock chicken. So with a spatchcock chicken, really what you're doing is you're going to be removing the spine, making the chicken flat so that when you put it on the grill or the smoker, it tends to cook it a little bit faster and make it, a really nice juicy chicken. So we just picked up about a 4.5 pound chicken from Sam's Club. I'm going to go ahead, cut this open, and then throw it on the cutting board, and we'll start patting it dry. Now that we got our chicken out of the package, we're going to go ahead, pat it dry, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use a pair of poultry shears to cut out from this tail all the way to the front of the breastbone and remove that spine out of there. Anything you see on here that you possibly don't want to eat, you can go ahead and cut off. Now, the breastbone is right in here. All right. Now that we got the breastbone removed out of there, you can see normally it comes out in one piece, but this time it broke, so we got two pieces here. But either way, we got the breastbone out. We cut the spine out with our poultry shears. Go ahead and get this cleaned up a little bit. Pat it down with a paper towel. Cut any of this excess fat that you see off of here. And then we'll go ahead and get it seasoned up. All right, you can see we got our spine removed. We removed the breastbone out of here. We're gonna go ahead and start seasoning this. I am actually gonna season this probably about 2 hours before I end up cooking it. I'm gonna be cooking it on the Recteq pellet grill today at 300 degrees for probably an hour and a half to an hour and 45 minutes, just depending on when that internal temperature gets to 160, 165 degrees. Go ahead, we'll start on the bottom side. I am just using olive oil as a binder today. Go ahead, get that rubbed in. And then as far as our seasoning goes today, I'm going with Meat Church Holy Cow. Very pepper forward seasoning, really good on briskets and stuff. I want that strong pepper bite, so I'm choosing to use this Holy Cow today. Go ahead and pat that in a little bit there. Same thing, a little olive oil. Make sure to get in these wings because they tend to like to stay like that. So make sure to pull those out so you can get seasoning in there as well. All right, now that we got a good amount of seasoning on there, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on a sheet pan and wire rack and throw it in the fridge for a couple hours. That Meat Church seasoning isn't cheap, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this that fell off back on there. Now we're gonna go ahead, throw it in the fridge for a couple hours, let that seasoning adhere, and I'll see you in a couple hours. All right, so we just took our spatchcock chicken out of the fridge. It was sitting in there for roughly 2 hours to let the seasoning in here. We're gonna go ahead, throw it on the grill. It is set at 300 degrees right now. We're gonna throw some probes in it to monitor the temperature of the breast, and we're gonna be basting with some butter throughout the cook. So let's go ahead and throw this on. Go ahead and throw some probes in here. All right, so our chicken has been on just over an hour. We're gonna go ahead, open up, take a peek, get some temps, and see where we're at. So I've still got a little more ways to go. Our breasts are reading right around 118, 116 degrees. This one's reading at 127. This is the hotter side of the grill, so go ahead, let these keep going, and then we'll come back, and that's when we'll start basting with our butter. All right, now that our chicken's cooking, let's go ahead and make a sauce that we can dip this chicken into when we're done. I got this idea from Matt Pittman with Meat Church and his Alabama white sauce chicken video. I don't have all the ingredients that he had, so I kind of used some of the same and then changed some of them as well and added some of my own. We have a cup of mayo, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice and 1 tablespoon of lime juice, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and then a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I like a little kick. You can use less, you can use more if you like more heat. And then we're also going to be adding the rest of this holy cow seasoning that we season the chicken with into the sauce. Go ahead with our tablespoon of lemon and lime juice, tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, teaspoon of cayenne pepper, and then some holy cow. Give this a mix. And that's what we got. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Really, really good. You got kind of like the acidic part on the front end with the lemon juice and lime juice, and then a little bit of the heat with the cayenne pepper on the back end. Of course, it is a mayo base, so it does have that mayo taste to it a little bit, but with these added ingredients kind of changes it up a little bit. So yeah, so we're going to be dipping our chicken in this once it's all done. We just went and checked on it. It was right around 120 degrees in the breast, so we gave it a little bit more time. Right now it's been cooking a little over an hour and a half, so let's go outside. All right, so we were right around the 2-hour mark. I went ahead and melted some butter with some onion powder and garlic powder. Our chicken is reading 155 degrees in the breast. So we're gonna start basting with this butter until it reaches that internal temperature of 165 degrees. Then we'll pull it off. All right, so our chicken has been cooking right under 2.5 hours. We just probed it. The breasts are reading 165 degrees internal. So we're gonna go ahead, take it off, take it back inside, let it rest, and then slice it and see how we did. All right, we just pulled our chicken off. It's been resting here for about 10, 15 minutes. Let's go ahead, slice into it and see how we did. Super, super juicy, really peppery. I really like the holy cow on this as a seasoning. The pepper really comes through. And then that butter on top just adds an additional element to it. I would definitely recommend making this if you're making looking to cook a whole chicken. Great way to cook a whole chicken. You can go ahead, serve this tonight. have shredded up and have shredded chicken tacos, whatever you want. Let's go ahead and try a piece with our white sauce that we made. Pull this wing off here. Still a little bit hot. That sauce really complements the chicken really well. It's got a little bit of the kick from the cayenne on the back end, but still really, really, really good. Let's do a little recap of our cook today. So we took our chicken out of the packaging, patted it dry with some paper towels, removed the spine and the breastbone using some poultry shears and a knife. We then rubbed it down with olive oil as a binder and then threw Meat Church Holy Cow seasoning on it. Very pepper forward, but I like pepper a lot. If you don't, you can use a different kind of seasoning. We then threw it in the fridge for a couple hours to let that seasoning adhere, threw it on the grill at 300 degrees, cooked right around 2 hours before we started basting it with butter once it reached an internal temperature of 160 degrees. Started basting it with butter, a little bit of granulated garlic, and some onion powder. Once it reached 165 degrees, we took it off, let it rest, and this was the result. That's it for today's video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.